Alrighty, what's going on, everybody? Sorry I'm a little late to the stream. We are in part two or episode two of the far pages. We were. Why the fuck? Only the second one I've streamed. Uh, Sorry, we are. Uh, we were just doing a little side quest in between our apprenticeships where we had. That's so weird. But we are. Oh, I was having a bunch of issues with my OBS to get us started streaming, so I apologize to everybody about being so late. God damn, Tav has so much health. Hmm. Wait, where's our health? Oh, duh. Yep. Oh god, a medical internship would drain you. You said we. You said we got a bushel of. Uh. Gotcha. We only get to pick one of them. Hmm. Interesting.
With a vitality of 8, that's 12 times 8 is 46? That doesn't sound right.
Medium creature with the size of 8.
48 times... Oh, no. Clear... Because I can't do math even though I've got an energy drink in me right now. Asher, I was able to calculate on the fly how many minutes are in a day for you, but I can't calculate how much of a vitality buff he gets without my calculator. It's just so sad.
I literally, you were counting it off. So had you go through earbuds, and I was like, mid sentence, I stopped you. I put you on speaker so my mom could hear you. And she was like,
How
what
many
the
is it?
fuck?
Like what? Like 1440 or something like that?
Yeah, it's 1440.
I don't-
8
That was
times
crazy.
12, 90... 8 times 12 is 96 HP. Wow, okay, that's a nice buff. So your... How's your max HP currently 48? Oh, you kept dumping into vitality and... Oh. Your okay. So your max HP is... Oh, I gotta reset the... I'm bugged out. Leave activity. Join activity. Sorry, guys. I rolled 20 bugged out.
Alright, guys. So, it's kind of interesting.
We steal the moon.
We sit on the toilet. Wait, we sit... What? Alright, 96 HP, because 8 is your vitality, and your stat to multiply is 12, so... Alright, 96 HP, double that is... 192 is your current. Cool. You're almost catching up with, Buddy, but he hasn't decided what to dump his stats into yet. He'll probably surpass you. What do you want to use, Wesley?
Well, how many points do I need to put into it to have more HP than him?
If you dump it into vitality, you need to put probably just 1 more point.
We'll put 2 in vitality and 3 into fortitude.
No, you can only do 1 stat right now.
Oh.
Up to 5.
Okay, fuck it. But we'll just dump 5 into vitality.
5 into vitality it is. Okay, character sheet. Let's see here. Vitality goes to 9. Alright, so 9 times 19 times 2. You're sitting at 342 HP for the next year. 9 times 19. What is the base of that?
Throw it 9 times.
171. Wow. So your base is 171, and then you multiply it by 2, it's 342. Fascinating. So 171. Perfect. I had your HP off way before. So you got a lot of HP to spend. Also, don't forget, if you need to use IP and you don't have enough IP, you can use your HP. It just costs twice as much.
Yeah.
Remember that.
I may or may not have built around that fact.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm probably going to do the same thing.
Freya, you already did yours last session. Thane, what do you want for your 1 to 5 stat buff?
What does the SUB stand for again?
Subtlety. It's a utility stat. Testing. For a second there, I thought you guys were muted.
Let me go ahead and throw all
Nope.
5 points into Fortitude.
Fortitude, so you go to 14 Fortitude. Gonna have really strong Fortitude abilities. Alright, that is your stats. Alright, everybody. Also,
You know,
I'm
fuck it,
going...
Joe, I'll just dump the rest of mine into Fortitude as well.
Just one
Gotcha.
stat.
You already dumped into HP, so you want to take it back? Because I was saying only one stat
Oh.
gets buffed this session. 1 to 5. So you
Yeah,
put
that
it in
is
Vitality.
HP.
Okay, so you want to go a full 5 in HP. Got it.
A
Alright.
full 5. Yeah, Fortitude, Spirit, and Vitality are all the same.
Okay, so Vitality went to 8, and then
Same
4 more is
shit,
going to be
different
12.
pants.
Since where did you come up with that?
Oh, no,
12
right
times
here,
12 is 144. And fuck me, roll 20 is bugged out again.
So, is it going to be like this for the next, like, several sessions as we go through the training and get all the way up to age 18, that we're going to have to just put, like, up to 5 or however much XP we get into certain stat blocks each session?
Based off of what you training.
Wait, no, you said we got to pick. If it was based off of what we trained in, then it would be whatever our speciality is.
True. In the category that you train in.
Okay, so then you would have to... We would have to tell you, remind you what we trained in, and you would tell us
I
the
can
option.
remember what you trained in.
Well, yeah, you would remember what we trained in, but you would have to give us the option, hey, do you want to put it in this, this, or this? That's how that would work, and not, hey, put it whenever you want. Like, we're not training our vitality, so we couldn't raise our vitality that way. Unless we took a combat.
No, Vitality's in your survival stats, so even though you trained in Fortitude, it's still in the same category, so it'd still increase your HP if you decided to put it there.
True.
So, but now you guys can choose what you are going to apprentice in for the rest of the next year of age 10. Also, these are available to you guys now. Let me edit this so that you guys can see it now.
The eggplant is a high-altitude winter crop that spans the difference between plant and animal. An eggplant, the early egg stage of the Trix's lifespan. Trix's, right?
Trixies.
Trixies.
Trixies, but
Trixie's lifespan.
Trixie,
While they
family,
are
bro.
exceptionally meaty and nourishing during the egg stage, their harvest lasts only a few minutes before the fruit is spoiled and the creature body forms and hatches. That's why we kept getting the Trixies onto the map when we were trying to
Yep.
harvest.
Yep, and then here's your Trixies.
Trixies are
Oh.
kind of fucking dope, actually. Trixies are non-sentient, wild fairy-type creatures, taking on forms similar to a cross between grasshopper and pixies. They devour their own kin before they hatch, and they are exceptionally mean vermin.
Fun times. Yeah. The wonders of AI to be able to produce something like that with just a prompt. It helps so much. Anyway. I gave it the details. It just did the art for me. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Alright. So, what do you guys want to take as your next training and expertise for the next year? I'm going to go ahead and show this to you guys. So you can see the list
Pitmaster.
again. What was that?
It's survival. Puppet Master.
Puppet Master, got you. I'm gonna go ahead and
Now
copy
I can play with
that.
the dead body.
Oh no.
Are you starting to see a theme with my character show?
Yeah, I wrote the Mystic that way, and when you, normally it'd be just like, oh, cool, like taboo, scary character. Behind your hands is like, I want to kill myself now.
Behind my hands, you're like, oh, this is actually getting kind of taboo and scary.
Yep. Okay. Let's
Oh,
see
hey,
here.
could I go ahead and eat the thing now?
Yes, Mundication check DC 15 to add Trixies to your list.
Alright, and that's survival and what now?
It's Vitality, I believe, for Mundication.
And then I can put the... Oh, what's the total? What's your survival? 19 to 23.
Yep, you get to roll higher now.
Wham! 33.
There you go. Awesome. So you have Trixies permanently added to your Mundication list. So let me go ahead. Mundication creatures Trav. Suitor
I'm so glad I
back.
dumped the rest of those into survival.
Trixies. You did up to 18. So let's see here. Let me see what your expertise. Oh wait a minute. What did you roll? A 4?
A 33.
Yeah, it's tier 4. Skills of the monstrosity. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. You get access to Trixie's skill list.
Oh!
As soon as you get to that level, anything tier 4 or below you access on the Trixie skill list or Trixie ability list, but I'll get you an actual stat block for Trixies by next session.
Alright.
So yeah, Trixies are mean. I can see you playing a Trixie on a regular basis. Alright, save changes, that's your Mundication, and your Expertise 2 has been added, so you can see that. You used 4 out of your 9 total Expertise abilities. Now, who else has got something to select?
I'm picking Chakra Master.
Chakra Master it is.
And I believe that is also a Fortitude.
CHAs. I spelled it different. Oh, that's trippy. I spelled it differently in the skill list. I have to edit that.
What, Chakra?
Fun. Chakra was spelled different in the actual expertise listing than it was in the other thing. In the expertise reductions. Add. Paste. Expertise. 2.
Yeah, it's Fortitude.
2 EP. Chakra Master is in your Alger list, so yeah, you're good there. Yeah.
I rolled a 24.
Woo. Good there. You didn't need to roll anything for that one. The reason Tav
I'm
rolled
eating
something
a piece of candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. The reason Tav rolled that is because he needed to mundicate the Trixie, which is a skill he had.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that being transition, buddy, did you choose one? Did we get yours done already?
Not yet.
Okay. What was your expertise choice for your next apprenticeship?
Give me just a minute. I'm still taking a look.
Okay.
I forgot that we would be doing this, so I wasn't looking ahead of time.
Oh, that's the excuse you used
That's
last
not
time.
Well, I didn't know last time either.
All right, Freya, do you have a choice for your next expertise?
Do I have to change it?
So it stacks on top of it. You get to keep both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with I don't know how to pronounce this. Cartography? The one
Cartographer.
right
You
under
pronounced
astronomy.
it perfectly correct.
Hooray! Just due to the fact it's mildly similar to astronomy, and it also involves mapping, which is kind of my strong suit. But Freya's
Yes.
strong suit.
You can say mine. That's fine. No one knows what you mean.
Cartographer. There it is. Cartography. Control copy. Control paste. Was that... Let me double check here. I want to say it is in the Drifter. Yes, you got astronomy and cartography in the Drifter, so that's 2 IP for you. Expertise 2. 2. EP, there we go, and saved. Perfect. Okay. I will get back with Quinn on his selection next time. Last one for your selection is William, or Wesley.
I think I will take spirit projection.
Good choice. Spirit projection. Also, Wesley, if you still see that infinite loop possibility with one of the mystic abilities, please mark that for me again in an email or something, because I still have yet to edit that out of the player's handbook if you ever do find it.
It's in spirit projection. It's like the tier 4 ability.
All right, I'll have to edit how that works so that we can forego that.
Well, because the way I
Infinite
think it here, let me look at how it works again.
Expertise 2.
I think this is how it works if I'm reading it correctly.
Hooray, every single one of my lore hold decks has an actual deck box now.
Oh, speaking of deck boxes, I actually got my 4th quad box today. And I got my commander for my new deck. Okie
Well,
dokie.
Joe, I just priced out all of the attractions and the commander that I'll need, and it's only like $50.
Yeah, attractions are cheap.
They
Okay,
really
doke.
are. Nobody liked that set.
All right.
I
so-
liked some of the cards in it, just not the attractions.
Okay.
I like
Question-
the Ferris wheel.
Okay, looking here. Spirit heal. Expend your spirit into a creature and touch the transferring of your vital life into theirs, restoring HP and IP. Make a spirit tier check and restore that much of both resources to a creature at melee.
It's just
I
trivial
may-
to get 2 people to have 4.
What I'll end up doing is I will say if you use this ability, you may not be on the receiving end of this ability. That's all I'll do. Until after your next rest. Because if you
Wait,
do
it's
that, then you
trivial
can't
to do what?
Well, you
it-
can't loop it back and forth between players. If I leave it the way it's looped, 2 mystics could have the same one and constantly bounce each other off and completely restore each other's HP and IP. So it makes an infinite loop that's easy to pull off.
At the very
if I
least,
make-
it would be easy to make infinite IP.
Yeah.
And then making infinite HP wouldn't be that much harder either.
Yeah. So if I change it so that you can't be on the receiving end of that skill, if you use it, then it pretty much fixes itself. So
Yeah, basically.
I
Close-
got around that.
Well, that's actually how healing sort of works in hostile biology, but that's another topic for a different day.
okie dokie.
I kind of get
So-
around that, Joe.
Wow.
because I can eat things to regain health and IP.
Look
Oh,
at this,
no, no,
this
no,
gluttonous creature.
it stacks in a different way. You can still do that, but it only triggers on your rest. So there's a limit to how much HP you can do that way. Literally, the other one can just bounce back for a matter of minutes, and they can actually completely infinite heal each other and completely restore their IP.
It's also
Oh, okay.
non-deterministic, which is even more of a hell.
Yeah. So going down the list, we had going. Question. After I get your masters assigned to you, do you guys want to call it quits tonight and move on to the next session? Or do you want to have some RP with your masters tonight? It's
I don't
Quinn
care.
left.
I'm okay with doing some RP with the Masters tonight.
I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
I'm
Cool.
an EP boy.
EP boy, so you want to go to bed?
Yeah.
What's your call, Asher? Do you wish to go to sleep or do you wish to play more?
I'll play.
Okay. In that case, once I get your we're gonna go for Wesley's first, and then you can go to bed.
Thank you.
That way
Alright.
that way everyone else can get taken care of. You chose
Joe, text me when y'all are done. I gotta go for a minute.
spirit projection.
Yep, I need an offensive skill.
Yep. You have two
Yeah.
choices for your master on the apprentice signups. You have Noelia, Brahma Viva,
Who are you talking to?
and Ulrich Nubelgeist.
Who are you talking to?
I will.
This-
I'll take Ulrich because I can pronounce his name.
Right. That's hilarious. You get to go work at the Lost and Found branch. You get to go find people's lost shit. This is great. All right. Pull up NPCs. That is cool. Mothman. Okay. Resources. Mothman. Edit. Duplicate. Save changes. Move you up here. Edit. Ulrich. Noblegeist. In players' journals, all players can be edited by me. Save changes. I swear I'm gonna eventually have time to actually, put all these characters in. So, looks like, buddy, you get to work the night shift now.
Yeah.
Because he's a Mothman. He doesn't stay awake at day. But you get woke up, get yourself, you got your alarm set or whatever. You got some day sleep. At the beginning of your new apprenticeship, I need you to roll a resolve check against fear.
Which is it? Intellect?
Intellect. Yes, intellect.
Oh, I'm not good at this one.
Yeah, no.
That's all
14.
right.
You're good. You're good. You are startled just slightly as there is a tap, 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 tap against the window, and you turn, and there is just this massively wide-eyed, like, Mothman just fluttering outside of the window, trying to get your attention to wake you up. It's like 11 at night, everyone's asleep, and he's like, "It's time to go now. We have work to do."
I'm gonna call the police.
That's actually kind of hilarious.
Legitimate or are we moving on?
I am a child.
Sure. You go running
I'm gonna
to
get an adult.
you can go running to Mother Greta. Okay. Mother Greta, she's not. Oh, let's see here. Ooh. Okay. You scatter through the house and you're like squeezing through the small doors until you eventually knock on her bedroom door. Your telepathy is only sent, not received, correct?
I believe
I want
so.
to say
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. So, where's Mother Greta? Where are you? There we go. I need her. Intellect. And that is... She should have a decent amount. Oh no.
Oh no. That's not good.
It's not good at all. No. Mother Greta climbs out of bed. And she forgets that she's not wearing her blindfold. I need you to roll a DC 30 resolve check.
Oh shit.
We turned stone today, boys.
You faint as Mother Greta opens the bedroom door. It's the first time in your life you've ever seen her without her blindfold on. Her eye sockets are empty and hollowed out.
Oh shit. That's
All you
fucked up.
see is the gore of the tissue behind it. She has no eyeballs in her socket.
Oh, that's
And
a little
that's-
bit more gruesome
That
than...
that is the nightmare that puts you to the ground. And you wake up like 30 minutes later. Mother Greta's got her blindfold on. The Mothman is standing in the corner, like waiting for his student. And one of the other, nuns are like tapping you on the cheek. She's like, "Come on, buddy,
What the
come back to us."
fuck?
Meanwhile, everyone else is still asleep. Actually, no. Everyone else roll observance checks.
Oh no.
To see if you hear the massive thump as the 200 and some odd pound mushroom man falls over upstairs.
Hell no.
That's a little generous.
I sure don't.
Asher, are you still with us?
Yep, I'm trying.
Okay. 42!
Holy fuck!
10, 10, 8, 2, plus 12. Hell yeah! Yeah,
Jesus Christ, why
You-
is your observance
you hear-
so high?
you hear the very well-known fleshy tone of your mushroom friend you've worked the day shift with for like a year. He's definitely out cold in the hallway if you want to go find him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you fly into the hallway. The door slams just before you're about to get there. I need you to roll a resolve check and hope you roll below a 30.
Oh shit. What's that one under again?
Observance. I'm sorry,
Intelligence.
observance. The one you just hit. Observe. Not a resolve check. I apologize. Resolve check comes if you roll higher than a 30.
Okay, so I'm doing observance, right?
Yep. Please don't roll high.
Cool.
Please
I'm
don't roll
so-
high.
Smash the shit out
Shit.
the park.
You might fucking faint along with Buddy. God. Oh, thank
Oh.
God.
22. You don't see the horrific sight that put Buddy on the floor.
Oh.
You're fine. Your buddy is on the floor. The door clicks. You hear something going on inside her room. She comes back out. She's got her blindfold on, and she calls up one of the other sisters to help, with around the household, and they're all trying to get Buddy to wake back up again.
All right, Joe. So fill me in. What I miss?
Buddy ended up, knocking on Mother Greta's door. Did you get to that part?
No, I've been gone.
Okay, so the Mothman showed up. And instead of like knocking on the front door like a normal person, he tapped on the window and he's just got the massive moth eyes and he's just like really creepy. And so like Buddy's like, I'm gonna go get an adult. Knocks on Mother Greta's door. Mother Greta nat 1, multiple nat, like literally the worst roll she could have possibly made. And I kid you, wait a minute, 1d12, 12. 2d10 plus 1d. Oh, okay. So yeah, she made an absolutely terrible roll of 16 when she needed, you know, much higher. Forgot to put her blindfold on. And that's when Buddy discovered that she has no eyes in her eye sockets. It's just the soft tissue behind it. And that's why she wears the blindfold. He fails his resolve checks and immediately faints onto the floor in fear. Roll an observance check to see if you woke up to him fainting, because we already know Freya did and Toph did not.
Who, me?
Yeah. Observance, I want to say it was DC 30? No, you're sound asleep. You're good. So, yeah. Buddy, you eventually come back to the world. And Mother Greta still has her blindfold on now.
Nice.
Looks
And
like
it
skull fuckable.
My first instinct was to throw you in horny jail. Not again. Not again. That was overboard. What the hell? Why did?
Because
I can't do
Quinn's
it
not
right
here.
now.
I had to light the mood.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Shame on Gwen. So, what are we at here? Oh, Buddy, the Mothman is still in the corner. Mother Greta is looking down at you, through her blindfold, obviously, and she is slightly worried. Are you okay, darling?
I'm gonna project a mental image of that man looking through my window at me.
Yes, he's your new apprentice master. Mothmen are a little weird.
I'm gonna project another mental image of the Mothman walking away in handcuffs.
No, darling, he actually works with law enforcement. He's normal. If strange. Did you want to take a different master?
Nah, we fucking send it.
Alright then. Well, she's gonna use telepathy, and she's going to put words in your mind. Please don't mention what you saw to anyone else, please.
Sad faces.
I know, dear. I know, dear. She gives you a hug. I'm sorry.
Just hands flat out patting. So that's what I imagine the size difference is.
Yep.
I wanted to project it to Belle's mind. But no, I won't.
While Belle sleeps.
You're trying to
Hold
give
on,
him
hold on.
nightmares? You're trying to give him
Yeah.
nightmares when his character's not even here?
Yeah, project an image of like a grotesquely rotting skull corpse with no eyes into his dreams.
Jeepers Christ.
That's kind of
Okay.
fucked up, guys.
It's okay. Well, it's okay. Mother Greta asked us not to. We're gonna be good little boys and girls and not do that.
Okay. Jeepers. So, Mothman comes, Ulrich, he's like, so can we get back to work then?
Yeah, let's get back to work.
Okay then.
Back
Goes,
to work, I didn't even start working.
He takes you outside and he pulls out a list and he's like, someone on 4-3 lost a hammer. It's got a checkered handle. Let's go. And he literally just his big wings just start slowly fluttering him down the street, and you realize this is probably going to be the most boring ass apprenticeship you've ever had.
That's all right. I would like to remember my last apprenticeship where I sewed like 30 people back together in the first day.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
So let's see here.
I also blew a cat up, which was crazy.
So he eventually takes you to floor 3 and gets you to like the warehouse where the guy lost his hammer, and he's like, all right, it takes a little bit too much effort to get into the tight places and corners that we're supposed to usually go to find things. So we're gonna try spirit projection. That's what I'm here to teach you. And the goal is to project your spirit in such a way that you can walk through walls and see through objects, in hopes that you can get to places and find things that other people can't get to. And once you've done that and you know where it is, then you come back to your body, and then you go get the object and turn it in for your reward. Pretty straightforward. Let's see how good you are with your spirit projection. And he walks you through like the ancestral guide, and is like the 5th grade English teacher that, you know, just cannot stop droning. It's like the worst apprenticeship for anyone of a mental capability.
I
Yes,
used Visine to get rid of it.
exactly. Go ahead and roll a let's see here. That is a spirit check, please. Please note that since you put more into your vitality, your roll does go up.
Yeah.
17. Okay. You're able to get your shield up. You have a spiritual presence. But that's about all you got. You know, he puts you to practicing while he continues on, and that is what it ends up being for like the next 7 months. Is you sitting in a corner next to his giant Mothman, you know, body, while he's ghostly image like moving through walls until eventually you learn how to do it too, and literally finding things that people have lost and cannot find.
Pretty sweet.
Kind of sucks. All right, you're good. Wesley, if you want to go to bed, have at it. We got you set up. You do get a +3 to spirit, which I will add to your character.
Sweet.
Because of taking that apprenticeship. So spirit goes to 9.
And what are the maximums? Is it
We're not following the normal starter kit maximums. It's based off of it's based off of what you take during the role play. So it's kind of bending the rules of what the rulebook usually has.
all right?
So
Nice.
any hoodles.
All right, man. You guys take
Enjoy
care.
your
You've all been
evening.
lovely.
Enjoy your rest. Yeah, I'll stop by like tomorrow afternoon sometime after I finally crawl myself out of bed to get ash nods.
Nah, 10-4. I got it in my jacket already.
Sweet.
take
Thanks,
care.
dude. Bye. All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay, William, you took Puppet Master.
Yes.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
see
that one
here.
definitely looked interesting.
Yeah, Puppet Master was inspired by the puppet chakra ability of Naruto.
Yeah.
Took me a while to write that one though. It was definitely challenging.
I believe it. I mean, Puppet Master. And even in Naruto, I said it was one of the most difficult techniques to learn.
Yeah. Puppet Master. All right. You have the choice of Renato Buratini or Elsa Fadenzier. Zahir.
Buratini!
Buratini?
Yes.
Renato Buratini He's an automaton puppeteer in the entertainment district. He works at the Clockwork Theater Guild.
I was about to say, Ayo, what kind of entertainment district?
There is an entertainment district. There are sections that people of your age are not allowed to go to.
Yeah.
I'm not going there until you guys turn 18. And then only if you guys intend on going there in that one session where I don't throw everything into the garbage can and just throw everything to hell. Let's see. He is human. Duplicate file. And edit him. Go over here. Control copy.
Doing a lot of moving around.
All players. Perfect.
Oh shit, you adding that into our
NPC list. Yes, your NPCs are in your NPC list.
What was the name of my last mentor?
That was Petra. Petra Steinhertz.
Petra Steinhardt?
I don't know if you can see here. Let me in players journals, all players, narrator. There we go.
Yeah, I'm
Now
not sure if I can see mine.
Yeah,
What was
I forgot to add her to your guys' journals. A couple of them I forgot. There we go. I did not leave their info, like their basic NPC info, but last couple weeks have been a little crazy for me, so I haven't had a lot of time to just sit down and world build. All players, narrator, there we go. Alright, all of your NPC mentors have been added and are visible in the NPCs block. Alright, you did Puppet Master. Alright, so I am going to try to find
This is too much power for a 10-year-old to hold.
You're right. Alright, let's see here.
Interesting.
I don't have I don't have the music I would like for the background, so I'm just going to turn on the market background so we have some noise. There we go. So, you head down to the industrial block again, where the entertainment district is. Just on the outskirts of the primary manufacturing, everything. A lot of the entertainment district buildings end up being on the perimeters in such a way that a lot of them have like balcony views and whatnot of the clouds and the land down below and everything. And one of them is an amphitheater that people can sit in kind of a weird concave, half amphitheater, but the light from the outside floods in towards the stage. And there's dancers, there's fire breathers, different people with all kinds of different skills that perform, singers, and you find yourself walking in with your piece of paper, eventually finding Rentano, who is an elderly, like Geppetto-esque man, slightly bald on top, glasses, like the half glasses, and he's sitting here and he's carving away at like ivory and bronze, crafting one of his puppets.
You look like you're about to die soon.
Looks over at you, and he looks over his half-rimmed glasses like Dumbledore from Harry Potter, and he's like, "You look the same, or that maybe you have already died. But I don't think that's going to be a problem for either of us. Welcome to the Puppeteers."
Won't.
Yes. No. I'm anticipating that you are the new apprentice this year, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well then, let's try to put you into something a little bit more simple. It starts moving some stuff around on the table, dusting off shavings, sets a stool up next to you. Half of the experience of a puppet master is to craft your puppets. So, make a puppet that reflects you. And you can take as many weeks as you want, there's no rush. But as long as you find the materials, there's wood and metal and other things here that you can use. And once you have a suitable puppet, then I'll teach you to use it. Sound good?
Joe, can I check to see if I have anything that's like a dead corpse on me?
Uh,
Frog, rabbit, bunny that I picked up along the way.
Sure, roll a... I don't know, roll a morbid check? Let's see here. I'm gonna say... Spirit, did you just roll that?
Yeah, I just
Oh,
rolled a
D100?
D100 for shits and giggles.
9. 9
Alright,
is the
spirit-
minimum. 9 is the minimum roll for this point in the campaign. So I'm gonna say sure. You found like a dead crow on your way here.
I put it on the table. I've got this.
Well, let's put to work cleaning it first, so it doesn't befoul the customers. Does that sound fair?
That sounds fair.
Okay then. Hands you a couple scalpels, some gloves, cutting board, and basically some salts and a couple chemicals, and he's like, disembowel and clean it, and try to keep as much of it intact as possible. And then we can sew it back together.
Alright, what do I roll for that?
So let me pull up Puppet Master. I think there's actually a skill that allows you to do that. Puppet Master. Ensnare Puppet. Fabricate puppet. Okay, so if you want to turn the crow into a puppet long term, you'd have to roll a tier 4 fabricate puppet check. That would be tier 4's 23 is 3. That'd be a DC 30 check to fabricate puppet out of raw materials.
Alright, and what am I spending for that?
That's going to be 4 IP, and it's a spirit check.
Alright.
23.
Damn, so close. 23.
Well, you manage during the process of trying to get it to work. You start to notice that Renato, he purposely like moves his hands, and the puppet will just like lift its arm so it's easier to like work with it. And you instinctively start to understand what he's doing because of the instructions that you've received over the past years, or the past year, in your other training. And you start not actually doing a very good job cleaning it and getting it ready. It's going to take you a while to get there. But what you do end up getting is you end up making it so that the crow is actually moving to help you clean it rather than having to use your hands for everything. So you do get there, but it takes longer than this session will allow. But by the time you move on entirely with this training, you'll have a fairly nice puppet that's a crow. So we will add that to your handout. Cavs puppets.
God, I'm gonna be
Narrate.
such a fucking cursed. I'm gonna be such a fucking cursed character by the end of this campaign.
All I can see is Johnny Depp with his crow on his head from
Well,
the
I mean,
Lone Ranger movie.
Dude, it's not even that. It's the other two that I have planned. Oh, the other two are gonna make everything so much worse. And considering that everything I eat, I can check to make sure that I can transform into it. And then whatever I don't have to eat, I could just turn into a puppet.
Yep. All right. Hoft, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Okay. Which one did you take again?
Chakra Master.
Chakra Master. Let me look it up. I think
Alright,
it's. Oh, there it is.
Unfortunately, I hit my limit.
Okay, that's good. You go off to bed. Enjoy.
Uh,
Chakra
nice.
Master.
does Asher want to go first? Because I'm planning on doing like heavy RP,
Okay. Asher, you ready to go?
Define heavy RP.
Sure.
like more extensive, like talking about it.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I'll catch y'all later.
Okay. So yeah, Asher, you chose cartographer, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm very excited. Just got another Red Bull.
So this one is very similar to excellent. Okay. You have Raphael Caminos or Anselm Wurzelkart. Wurzelkart. Your choice.
I'm gonna go with the first one. 'Cause
Raphael.
Raphael?
The second one said, yeah.
Okay. Raphael Caminos. He is a map maker in the Descent Support Office. So that is going to be second floor. And a tiny, actually no, that's in the industrial district. Back in the logistics departments. Oh wait a minute, no. Logistics is fourth floor, but it's interior fourth floor. Okay, yeah. Same floor as the whatchamacallit? The landing platforms where you worked alongside Buddy for all those for the year. But instead of being on the outside, you're on the interior. But you end up getting the address, getting sent down, and when you enter this office, it's musty. It's dusty. It's lit by a single crystal lamp, and there's no one at the front desk. You find yourself standing. You find yourself standing or floating inside the office. You may proceed as you wish.
Is there like a bell I could ring to get someone's attention?
Observance check.
Shit. Hold on. Observance, right?
Yep.
Well, gonna work. Yay. Works. What'd I get?
26.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Yeah, it's nice when you start getting stats.
Yes.
So, you don't find a bell, but as you brush your fingers across the counter, just some of the dust, you do see some blue, like, sigils and runes light up, and all of a sudden, from way in the back, like, from a warehouse, I'm in the back! Come on!
Alright, I follow the voice.
Just back here. And you'll see, like, in this back room is walls of scrolls, Probably sitting around 9 feet tall, like practically right up against the ceiling. There's even the occasional scroll tucked and wedged in between the ceiling and the top shelf. There's about 24-ish shelves in here, and all of them are just completely loaded with tight little bound scrolls, some of them multiple layers. A lot of them have little strings with tags hanging down. A lot of them had coordinates on them. The coordinates that you recognize, actually, for a lot of your star charting, for different regions and quadrants, or septants, since there's 7 by 7s. But you get back there and you see an older mid-40s gentleman, dark hair, glasses like, well, you wouldn't know that character because you don't watch Harry Potter. Very large, thick glasses that make his eyes look way too large for his head. But he's bent over a series of parchment papers on the desk, trying to combine multiple reports of the same regional dungeons to actually try to piece together a more complete map of the region. I'm assuming you're not a delivery boy or a descender. So, apprentice?
Yes.
All right then. I was right in the middle of something, but tell you what. He obviously does not have a lot for you to do, which could be mildly infuriating. And what he ends up doing is he goes into a corner, pulls out a crate of what's labeled as flawed maps. And he's like, so, here's what you can do. Every single one of the maps in this crate have not been linked to any other of the regions that are in this database. What you can do is you can look at the notes on the back of the maps and compare them to the notes on the back of the maps that are on the shelves. Don't get them mixed up. Make sure they go back on the shelves where they belong. If you mix them up, I don't know if you can continue working here. Just keep everything neat and tidy. Please, I beg you, and don't tear them. But if you can match one of the broken maps to one of the actual official locations on the map, then we'll combine it, try to improve that region's map, and we'll proceed from there. Good luck! And goes back to what he was doing, obviously trying to find you something to do that keeps him out of your hair, or you out of his hair. So you're left with a crate
Sometimes.
of bad maps. What would you like to do?
Start working on it.
Okay. So go ahead and I'm going to say roll a D100, which is in your upper left-hand corner in your tools dice, not your purple button dice. And then you can roll an observance check.
D100.
Yep.
Just one?
Yep.
Yippee. Did I do it right?
76.
Ooh. That's pretty good. Okay. I need you to roll an observance check of 24 or higher.
Oh boy. Eventually.
It's a cartographer is, I want to say, observance. Let me double check.
23.
Well, why did it price it twice?
It does that sometimes. It did it to me earlier.
Fun. That's alright though. It's 23. Is the character's higher enough?
One off.
Let me double check. It was observance. It was one off. So your very first job, you spend the better part of a week referencing every other map in the entire database, all 24 shelves, totaling to probably 3,000 plus regional maps.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of maps.
To the point where you lose track of what hour it is, and your eyesight starts going bad on you, and eventually he ends up providing you with like reading glasses and a crystal lamp of your own, because otherwise you will start going blind. And you are stuck trying to reference the drawings and notes on a single map to all 3,000 plus other maps, and just the one map out of the crate of maps, you are completely out of luck after a week plus of referencing every
Jesus.
single other map. And eventually, I need you to roll a resolve check to see how broken your, or no, a spirit check to see how broken your spirit is after this.
Jesus. What's that under? That's
Spirit
intellect,
is
isn't
under
it?
survival. Yeah,
Oh no, I was close.
I did say intellect first, unfortunately, but I do need a spirit check.
Oh no, this isn't gonna end well.
I'm gonna say DC. I'm gonna say DC 19.
Oh no. Oh, hold on. Eventually. Oh.
17.
You find yourself mildly defeated, and eventually give up on trying to reference that one map to the others. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge check. I know it's going to be low, but I want a 15 at least.
I don't remember which that one's under.
Intellect.
That's under intellect. Yep.
Oh, okay, so I was right.
Yep.
12.
Oh.
12. Well, unfortunately, without much guidance, you don't get very far. But you begin to understand reading maps, at least. And your job ends up being trying to reference broken maps to the database every week for the next 7 months. And it is soul crushing.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah. And that is going to be that. You will get a permanent +3 to your observant stat because you took that. And
Oh, yay.
unfortunately, because of low rolls, you don't end up having anything else exciting coming out of that. But you're at a 15 observance,
God damn.
which is great. You're not going to miss much.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Moving on to Chakra Master, I think it was.
Yes, it is. I got my notes.
Okay. Polearm, martial arts. I'm looking for him again. Chakra Master. Emilio Sereno or Frederick Seelenstrom?
Let's go with Frederick.
Frederick Seelenstrom. Control copy. NPCs. You got a Thark.
Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
One of the other species I created in this game.
Yeah, you got your species twice in a row, which is kind of cool. And it's totally random, too. And player's journals, all player, can be controlled by moi. Save changes. Alright, so, you are sent... I gotta look at the breakdown of these skills.
I've got a quick question.
Yes, I have answers.
How do you spell consequences?
Let me double check right now because I don't test my own brain. CONSEQUENCES.
CES.
Correct. Consequences.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
It's a very hard word to say, much less spell.
Yeah, I didn't spell it right either. I had to type it into Google and it autocorrected me. All right. Seelenstrom, Frederick Seelenstrom, you get sent to the reactor sanctum.
Reactor
His-
sanctum.
Yeah. So the energy flow regulator is actually where the electricity or the energy that the city uses is dispersed through the conduits and whatnot to provide, the crystals with energy that light the streets. Because not everything runs on flame or candles here, because
Yeah.
that's a consumable. Rather, they transfer energy from relics and other objects brought up from the surface, and crystals, and or use of alchemy materials to transfer into solid state, objects into energy flow. And while the machinery and magic that does that is predominantly alchemic and archaic magics, he still assists with those. But when you get your notes and you head there, he doesn't actually have you help with that process. Instead, once the workday is done, that's when he sits down and he begins to unfold his reason for taking an apprentice. He looks to be older. His bald head showing some wrinkles because Tharks do not have hair. His forearms long, lanky, powerful, like kind of like Popeye's forearms.
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
very strong grip, but other than that, exceptionally lanky. When he finally gets done with his work shift, having you just sit aside and wait for him in like the break room or whatever, he eventually comes in and sits down. Tharks are known for their tusks and their forearms. They actually have a tusk that goes out like their lower jaw.
Yeah.
Instead of just regular teeth, they actually have lower tusks that come out. But as he comes in and sits his powerful build down in a chair.
So, you are the one that signed up for my apprenticeship, I take it.
I did. I hadn't really heard of what a chakra master is, and it intrigued me.
It's actually not something that we employ here in the city all that much. It's a lost, cool relic to my family. Very few in the city actually produce or use it anymore. But because I have not a wife nor a family, I would like to pass it on to someone. So, even though it's not part of my regular duties, rather than spending your workday here, you're free to use it as you see fit. But when you do, when the workday is over, then you can spend time with me in the evenings, and I will show you the way to open up the 8 gates. So,
I am grateful
First-
for the opportunity to learn.
I'm happy to have an enthusiastic student. So, first, reach within yourself the
I'm-
understanding of the gates.
Hold on, I'm gonna take it so literally. I'm just gonna go through the bark and like the little crevice I have and just like reach into myself.
Maybe not that little, but I am also not tree folk, so do as you will. But what I mean is, you must come to an understanding between your spirit and your body. you must learn to attune both of them together. This is what many refer to as one's fortitude, the ability to balance one's spirit and one's physical capabilities. One who understands the 8 gates understands how to perfectly balance one's self.
Is that different from my last apprenticeship where I was manipulating the earth?
I do not understand earth manipulation myself, but from what I have understood, that sounds like a communion between your body and the earth. It may feel similar to you, so perhaps.
What do I need to do?
First, the first gate is intended to rejuvenate oneself. You, being tree folk, may take to this intuitively, but think of when you root yourself, as I have seen many tree folk do, and attempt to rejuvenate without feeding on the earth, and instead feel the balance within yourself.
Can I'm assuming we're standing outside, correct? Or are we still indoors?
You're still indoors, but if you want to go outside, he won't have a problem with that. Most of the underground industrial conduit district is deep within the industrial district, so outside isn't really going to feel like outside, like the surface outside.
Yeah, and I'm just like I'm more talking about like the ground that I'm standing on. Is it bedrock or is
most of it's like concrete or bedrock if they can find a way to make buildings and surfaces without digging into making its own like earth. And since most of the architecture is based on earthbending or earth manipulation, most concrete applications is raw earth that has been solidified and hardened with manipulation.
Okay.
So most likely, even if it's a concrete floor, it would be solid earth.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take his advice and I'm going to partially root myself where I'm not earth feeding, but I'm still gonna root my feet into the ground, and I'm gonna center myself in that feeling that I have whenever I'm connected.
Okay. He'll sit across from you, taking a similar sitting rooted appearance, even though he does not root himself, and he will meditate alongside you, seeking balance. Go ahead and roll your fortitude check.
27.
27. That would be the third gate. So not only are you able to, get past the balance, you don't need to rejuvenate your IP. You would move past a temporary personal buff. You actually find yourself shielding your mind. Your inner balance reaching a point where his words no longer, as he tries to guide you through the process of balance, it's almost like the entire world around you is tuned out into perfect silence, and you are left standing in a void.
This is weird.
And you end up unlocking the third gate intuitively.
Everything around is silent.
As you do that, as you say that, you hear his voice. This is what is called the third gate. You are skilled. I am happy to have a talented student. And as you turn towards the voice, he's standing in this void with you.
Oh, that's so cool.
And he's standing there almost like one group of hands crossed across his stomach. the other group of hands, like a master or a man at ease, you know what man at ease, behind his back, and he his primary arms in front of him. He holds up in a hand. This third gate is the gate of tranquility. When you find your mind assaulted, when you find your mind or your being haunted, your emotions roiled, this is the place where you go to center yourself, to find a balance. I will continue to train you in the months to come. Perhaps, as you get older, you will find the ultimate balance.
Were you not able to achieve that?
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you gotta find the notes.
Oh yeah, I gotta find the notes. I can attempt to show you,
Please.
but it is difficult. So go ahead and roll, I'm gonna say, a fortitude check again. I'm gonna say you need to reach DC 30, which is halfway to max.
32!
32! Awesome!
Oh my
So,
god, that was
as-
without crits.
That is awesome. So as you're standing there observing him within the third gate, you feel a falling sensation
Ugh.
as you plunge through the fourth, and you find your inner soul strengthened. You plunge with him as his voice guides you past multiple layers of what feels like reality, almost like Doctor Strange tumbling through the multiverse or the mirror dimension, or
Oh
whatever
my
you wanted
god.
to call it.
That has
As you're
got to be disorienting.
as you're falling, smashing through reality of your soul, breaking through gates as his voice guides you, you eventually find yourself floating in an empty white void. And as he speaks, you hear an echo. This is what is called Nirvana. And as you look, there's one of him in front of you, and then you turn towards the echo, and there is another one behind you.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
This is where we become many. And you realize that the ultimate ability of Chakra Master is to duplicate one's being. As you open your eyes into reality, like smashing back to reality, and you can see two of him sitting perfectly side by side in front of you, as his middle fingers of both hands are curled around each other, and his pinky, index, and thumb are all interconnected at the points. And he has perfectly made a clone of himself.
I'm just looking back and forth between them, trying to find, like, defects. And I'm like, that is amazing. And then I'm going to try to imitate it. And I think I'm going to... And I know I'm going to fail this, but I'm going to try to imitate
You would need to roll a 65
Oh, yeah.
to be able to do this. Go ahead and give it a shot.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah, no.
No.
26.
No. You as you try to smash through the gates again, you find each one is harder to reach without his voice guiding you.
That's...
But as he stands, this was the ancient combat technique of my family.
Oh, are you gonna teach me
One.
combat as well?
That is something you must learn from someone else. I specialize in this technique. But when you learn how to fight for yourself, whatever techniques you use, once you achieve Nirvana, you will be twice the force that you could have been. And as as he breaks his fingers from his hand pose, it's like the two images of him sitting side by side bounce back and forth in reality and merge into one standing in between where both of them were.
I have to say that is really cool, and I really hope I can achieve that someday.
It would be my happiest joy to see you do so before I pass. And the rest of your year ends up being a very fulfilling learning, kind of like what's his name, Lee from Naruto, learning to master the 7 gates of discipline before you learn Nirvana.
Oh, Rock Lee? Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, Rock Lee. But that is where we finish up this session. We got to 11:30 on practically on the dot. Awesome.
That's so cool. I looked at Chakra Master and I was like, I don't know like how like useful it's gonna be, but I'm like, it sounds really cool, and I read the different gates and I was like, that could be really interesting, and like Nirvana sounds really cool, so I can double my abilities, like double use my abilities. I'm like, fuck, that would be awesome.
All right, so I cut off at the last of your statement. So we're in the end title now for the live stream. How you folks feel, since there's only 2 of us left?
I'm still streaming. But once again, at the end of my stream, I would just like to say thank you again to Rebecca E. Tripp and Cassell for the beautiful audio that they have allowed us to use in our streams. We are extremely grateful for them, and anybody that would like to, please go give them a follow, go to their Patreon, and give them support, show them some love, because they are amazing people. As always, I do apologize for the late start. Even though I did still get another hour and a half of the stream time, I did miss out on streaming the beginning of the campaign episode. But as always, thank you for watching. I hope and pray that